Hello there, good evening to you, and welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. We are coming to you live from our studios in East Legon, Mempassam. This is DNT. My name is Helena Sante, and I'm your host for tonight. On my right is Efia Ojama Osei. I don't know why I'm familiar with your name today because you're looking so gorgeous. What's up?
Thank you.
And
Midweek fever.
and to my left
Yeah.
is Nana Konedu Ajuman. I'm not going to mention the other one. And then from
Bro.
Iro.
There she goes
Okay.
again.
All right, so let's go for a quick break. And when we come back, there is more. Stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back. And before we go to our paper, to my right is the good once again.
I've been good for quite some
Yeah,
time.
the week is starting very good for you.
Yes, I'm a good person.
Yeah, yes, you are. And to my left, Madam Orange,
We keep
glowing
switching.
in orange.
Thank you. We keep switching.
We can,
You and I.
It looks like you're getting comfortable with the ugly.
With the
seats,
ugly,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm actually a nice person.
Nice. So very interesting on the daily graphic tonight. You have the minister never ceased to omit his white attire.
Mr. Kenny.
Yes,
Mr. Ken.
Yes, Oforiata.
Yeah.
He never ceased to just go do
White
without his
depicts
white.
victory. What did you expect?
Well, this is about the fourth time he's reading the 2020 budget, and
In white.
in all, he's been in white. Wow.
It's good.
Yeah.
To be in white.
So it says 2020 budget today will reform tax structure. The much anticipated 2020 budget will be laid before Parliament today. Is expected to be heavy on tax reforms meant to create the platform to further enhance private sector growth. You know, one professor, Eric ABC, or I don't know if I got the name right, or majority of Ghanaians worry it's more on the tax exemptions. So the much anticipated budget reading on tax to reform tax structure. Our issue is tax exemptions, and they believe that is what is causing
It's true.
the fall in our the targets not
Trust
reaching
me,
our revenue
it is.
target.
It is
Yeah.
true. It's like we are always borrowing money that is going to fix our revenue shortfalls. But at the end of the day, we are giving our taxes
Yes.
to foreigners.
Yeah.
Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. Because we need money. Generally, we need money. These people are doing something in the country. The taxes are being used for things they are part. They use the roads. They use these amenities. So why is it that at the end of the day, they're exempted?
Well, it's tax exemptions not necessarily for foreigners. I think it's on certain
Yes, but mostly for foreign
normal companies like
investors.
certain goods and products that
okay.
tax are exempted
But mostly
from.
for foreign investors, they are exempted.
Wow.
But why?
Well, that's a big question.
You
Why?
get it? Why? And this is actually something that they are looking into, because for now, we are going to pay, everybody is going to pay. And I'll read this. It is estimated that we lost about $2.4 billion in 2018. And that is about 13 billion cedis through tax exemption. Why?
Why?
Then we go and borrow to meet our revenue shortfalls. Why?
Why are we exempting tax and then go back
That is
to
a
borrow?
huge amount of 13 billion cedis. That can be used for a whole lot, free SHS.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So here, I like the fact that this new budget is going to see to all these problems. And we've always known that this president is for the private sector. Because the private sector plays a major role in every country, the development of every country.
And you know that, so to add to what you're saying, private sector works it goes hand in hand with investors, right? investors coming in. So maybe the tax exemption that the government put on the foreign companies is to encourage them to stay and invest more.
You said it all.
I don't think
Probably.
so. You see, Ghana in particular is now a preferred investment destination
In
for
West
most
Africa, yeah.
for most foreigners in
Since when?
Africa,
In West Africa, yeah.
because we've made our name.
Since when?
It's a very
Yeah.
peaceful
Yeah.
country.
Yes, it is. It
Okay.
is. I think the IMF has said
Yes,
it
we've
as well.
managed our
So, yes.
image very well.
Take
We
a
don't
stand.
need anyone
Yes,
to.
well, today I did all my notes on my phone. So pardon me if I keep looking on my phone, but I don't know why Efia left out the penetration of all we seen through flagship programs like the NAPCO and what's not. Look, a lot of these graduates, those under the NAPCO thing, a lot of them are home and they're taking money.
Why are they home? Do you have
A lot.
facts?
Oh,
Really?
I sat in the midst of some students, like graduates, and then one was like, "Me, I'm home," oh. And then the other asks, "Inti means are you being paid?" I said, "Yes, I take my money all the time." And that is like
So
700.
is she, as an individual, is
So
she
she's
proud to
saying
say
that-
you're home?
What do you want?
You're home
Even
doing
if it's
what?
you,
Why did you apply to
If-
be part of the NAPCO?
if
you
it
don't
is
wanna
you,
work?
And you complain about Ghana
Exactly.
not
If it is
developing.
you,
There are no jobs.
if it is you, you'll be happy, my dear. I would
I
want
won't
to
be
read.
happy.
No.
I won't be
Oh,
happy.
you sit here and tell me that, but I
No,
would want
I
to
won't be
read
happy.
something here for you, if I am permitted. Am I? Now, for instance, total revenue. Okay. For instance, total revenue and grants in the first half of the year amounted to 22.77 billion, compared with a paramount target of 26.96 billion, resulting in a shortfall of 15.5%. And I come back to the NAPCO student, graduate. They are home. They are all taking all these monies.
You can't say that for a fact that they're home and they're all taking these monies. Maybe it's just some few individuals who...
But they are still taking 700 million.
But why are you... I don't think that if you're now working and you're now reporting, there's no schedule that they follow to report that you're working.
why-
You'll be paid. It is not
Helen,
possible. You will not be
It
paid.
is.
No.
It is. Because look,
You're
this
paid
is a
based on the
government-
work you're doing.
My darling.
And referrals, right?
Okay. Can I come in now?
Yes, come in.
So this is a government that day in, day out, laws are being brought to board. All the time we have new laws. Are they implementing all of them? Would they get time to implement all of them? They are taking money. Who is checking all these things? Because day in, day out, they are making new laws. My darling. They are making new laws.
It's very okay to make new laws. It's very, very okay to make new laws. And you don't
You
expect
make
the
new laws
president
and
to
the
calm
old
down.
ones.
No,
You need
you
to
don't
implement.
expect-
You need
you
to check
see-
into.
you
You
see,
do not.
This
What do you
attitude has
expect?
nothing to do with the government in power.
It has
has
nothing
everything
to-
So who
to
does
do
it-
with
you
the
say-
majority of Ghanaians.
Okay.
Their impunity and their attitude.
Okay.
That is what
So
we
if
are
there
talk-
is nobody checking, doing the checkups,
But the thing
what
is-
do you expect?
The
No,
thing is,
but you
you
see-
as an individual, do you need somebody to be on your head to do
Okay.
the right
All the
thing?
time.
Oh, you are
sit-
speaking as if,
No.
like you said earlier, this is
Nana,
Ghana. These
listen.
are Ghanaians.
Listen. No.
If you don't
It's
check
the
them,
same as we, the same Ghanaians. We sit down and we say there is no job.
Okay.
We don't have job. I'm a graduate. I don't have any work to do. Now they set up NAPCO for you to get work to do. You go to apply. You are being picked, and you're telling me you're sitting at home and you're being paid and you're happy about it.
2 years
Where
will
is your
come.
dignity?
The
You
contract
think
will
this-
end.
The contract will end.
It will end.
to
You
today's
say you
Lord,
are-
do we have something like
No, but
dignity
whatever
here?
you do in life, it catches up to you. There's something called karma. You
know.
feel like you think you look. The president is not going to come down to feed you, to spoon feed you. He made the avenue for you. He provided the opportunity for you to get a job to do. And you still want to sit at home and still be paid. You think
money.
you're fooling the president? No, you're not fooling the president.
You want to
you're
become a
fooling
CEO.
yourself. Exactly. You wanted to become a CEO.
Anyway,
Unfortunately
you're
for
taking
you,
it.
you go through that.
Let me
Last
just
week, let
finish
me
my okay.
I was on the floor.
Okay,
You've
just
taken even all the time.
Just finish.
But I wrote this down. I actually want to read that the finance minister was in parliament and he was giving us budgets, everything based on taxation and thing. I would want to tell him, or I would want to challenge him that his budget is to see how the men or man on the street will receive his budget. I mean, pocket full. When you read this, the budget he read to a trader, she won't understand anything. You read it to even the ones in the universities, they won't understand.
It's
that's
a
another
general
business.
budget. Now the
But
communication
it was
department is
based
going to
on taxation.
Well, the communication
Taxation.
department is now going to
Taxation.
sit down and like NCC, educate people, elaborate and explain in different
Of
languages
course,
for
because
them
the
to
minister
understand.
is not coming to come down to
and
my
then,
lab
and,
to
and
come
then
and
explain it
explain
to
that
your
budget
level.
to them.
No,
You get
absolutely
it?
not.
You finally, let me just say
yeah.
this. The IMF, can somebody just tell them to keep quiet?
Why?
We don't need their advice. There's a reason why we decided to be free from their clutches.
Okay.
We are free. We know how to handle our business. So they should just keep quiet and stay in their corner. We don't need their advice. The IMF, please leave us alone. We are out of your clutches and we are not coming back.
Okay.
Ghana beyond aid.
Okay, so
I'm still on the NAPCO thing. Like you are saying, if they need to look into, they need to look into, because a lot of these graduates are home and they are taking money. And day in, day out, to hear them say, there's no money, there's no money, there's no, but people are taking money for free. They are home.
that is something I find very hard to believe.
That is an
seriously.
individual thing.
I find
Because
it very
really,
hard to believe.
the government has to put in place some of these things to check
So
them.
make-
but it
so
has
stop
everything.
making new laws
80%
that
of it has to
actually
do
can be
with you, the
implemented.
individual. No matter what, 80% has to do
Stop
with you, the
making
individual.
new
20%
laws. Helen,
is just
this
the
is what I'm,
system.
my total final submission.
Okay,
Stop
before we
making
go.
new laws.
Okay.
Focus on the old ones we
Well,
have.
the budget is
and
to
implement.
reform
Go through them.
tax structure. Reform. They're not making any new.
But we have a lot of
laws.
new laws.
Okay. On that note,
Let's just go.
let's just go for a break. And when we come back, we're on to the next paper. Stay tuned.
Are you expecting money from your relations abroad? Have you ever been defrauded of your money remittance? Open an ADB account today. Send your name and your account number to your relations abroad. Ask them to use MoneyGram direct to account service and receive your money in your account in minutes. With MoneyGram direct to account service, there's no PIN code wahala. You can now access your money on all ATMs in Ghana or send it to any mobile money wallet using ADB mobile banking app or shortcode *767#. Visit our branches nationwide to conveniently receive your Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, Unitylink, Transfast, and Express Money transfers. Reach us on our Facebook, website, or call our hotline on 0302 210 210 for more information. ADB, truly agri and more.
Hello, my name is Jermaine Nkrumah. For decades, leaders in Ghana have been complaining about brain drain, referring to the mass exodus of Ghanaians from home to foreign lands. Lately, however, that brain drain has actually evolved into what many refer to as brain gain. In other words, Ghanaians all over the world are ready to come home with their newly acquired skills to help with national development. In fact, here at DNT, we insist that there's nothing that Ghana needs done towards her development that she cannot find a Ghanaian to do, be they at home or somewhere in foreign lands. The question is there a role for Ghanaians in the diaspora to play towards Ghana's development? Furthermore, what are the measures in place to make it possible and easy for Ghanaians abroad to come home to help with national development? Join me every Saturday at 9 a.m. as I engage Ghanaians at home and abroad to deal with topical and relevant issues regarding how Ghanaians abroad get to participate in nation building at home. My name is Jermaine Nkrumah, and this is Diaspora Weekly.
Okay, so welcome back, and we're on to Ghanaian Times. I guess the whole budget thing is really frustrating. It's too much anyways. Okay, so government fully supports BOG, SEC, yeah, stories on page 16. Government fully supports Bank of Ghana. And Vice President is saying, there's a Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has described the financial sector cleanup by the Bank of Ghana and the Security Exchange Commission as an inevitable exercise that will eventually position the country on a solid foundation for economic growth. He said the government fully support the Bank of Ghana and SEC and all other stakeholders involved in the cleanup, adding that by the time the different cleanup activities are complete, we would have positioned this country on a solid foundation for economic growth. The Vice President is very confident.
Cleanup is very important.
Very important.
Cleanup is important everywhere.
Even in your home.
Exactly where I'm going to. Cleanup is important everywhere in your life. It doesn't have to be
home,
Relationship
you gotta clean up.
Just keep cleaning. As you keep going, you keep cleaning. Yes. So this government is not doing anything new. It's just a natural thing he's doing. And he believes that after the cleanup, would there even be an after? If he finishes this one and there is still something to do, he will still clean up. Unless the next government decides not to clean. But even if you have weeds growing and you don't prune, you end up killing all the other weeds. So it's very necessary to keep cleaning. The core underlying theme for this government is to build a stable macroeconomic environment.
Absolutely.
And this cannot be done without doing the necessary clean ups.
Oh, like your words you keep using, needful.
Needful. It's very, very needed. Now, my dear, stop looking at me like that because it's the truth.
You are speaking. Who should I look at?
So that the government is not doing, and the government has no choice than to support this. Because it's a good thing. This man stands for the good things, the principled man. That's the
government's
itself.
Responsibility to make sure that the citizens, the depositor, the taxpayer is protected.
Especially as the nation appears to be on a path to prosperity, we cannot be guided by a cake. You get it?
Absolutely.
Primitive financial sector systems.
No.
We need to move forward.
Absolutely.
We can't hold on to old methods, old systems. No. They are all a cake. They are backwards. So it's okay to improve as we go, as we move. We keep on improving our systems. So the government is doing a very good job, if you ask me, not because I'm on a good seat, but because I believe it's a good thing he's doing. Whether I'm on a good seat or on an ugly seat or even the bad, I'm still going to, I think this is the day I would have even stood my ground and say, you know what, boss, today I know I picked to be ugly, but let me say this is a good thing he's doing.
Okay.
I believe in cleanup, generally.
General cleanup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, personally, yes. But you know that the government cannot always provide the financial support to depositors if a bank fails them or not. And then I would want to read this, that, you know, even on this particular show, there have been times that we've called for the establishment of National Deposit Insurance Corporation. Yes, or something similar to the FDIC in the United States that I want to read. The FDIC receives no congregational appropriations. I mentioned it to someone's country. I don't know why.
Region, actually.
Yes, someone's region. Okay. If it's funded by premiums that banks and thrift institutions pay for deposit insurance coverage and from earning on investment in the U.S. Treasury security, the standard insurance amount is $250 per depositor per insured bank for each account ownership category. Now I don't see why we cannot set up something similar like this in Ghana, which I think will help.
Depositors insurance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It
So
makes a lot of
it's
sense,
high
so-
time. Yes, like if I say
But the
we need
question is,
clean
are
up.
we taking insurance policies
Serious?
in this country to even
That's the big
understand
question.
to even
Understand
understand why
the
you
need
should
you should pay.
insure your depositing or your money or your funds?
It boils
Even car
down to
insurance, health insurance is an issue
In
for
this
us.
country, people don't.
People don't. How much are we taking it in?
and it also again it boils down to management leaders, those in charge of all these things. They need to ensure it. If you don't ensure it, a typical Ghanaian, like if you use all the time, a typical Ghanaian won't pay because even those in charge aren't ensuring it.
Do you know one thing I've come to understand or I've come to realize is the fact that a lot of Ghanaians don't understand certain things.
Certain things.
Trust me, it's not even
A
understanding
lot.
the certain things. I think the problem is they are not even willing
To learn.
to learn, to understand.
Do you know?
You try to explain things to them and no.
Young woman, it's like I'm
Yeah.
giving my time to Ifya.
Yes. Oh, sorry, but I just wanted to make this from what Efia is saying. The reason why I said they don't understand a lot of things. NCCE, we know how many times we talk about
Yeah.
NCCE
Yeah.
and how they are not coming out. Now, the referendum voting that is coming up.
In December.
She sat on one TV station.
Okay.
And I think the communications department, the one in charge, the lady, and explained why we're going for a reform. On what
On what grounds?
purpose? On what purpose or grounds? After explaining, can you believe that somebody actually called? She spoke in Tree,
Okay.
still did not understand. And I'm like,
Probably
and a lot of people out
miscommunication.
there
She
still
should
don't
have-
even understand why
She should have.
the referendum. What referendum?
They don't
They are
get it.
thinking they are going
Yeah.
to vote for the
A lot of
DC.
them
They don't get it.
No matter how hard
So
you try,
there's a lot of
they
work.
won't get it. That's why I believe in this free SHS. I keep saying this on this
It's serious.
platform
That
that
now-
you know what this free SHS is very good because it's very difficult dealing with illiterates.
I see.
No offense, but
Okay.
it's very very difficult.
I would also want to urge non-government and everybody, every Ghanaian to look into the private sector of a lot of these things because I think it will help. It will help us even in our economic living.
Education is key to
help us.
to understanding, and that's the problem we have. Yes. If you take your
You see,
yeah.
You see, both of you used all my time.
So we'll give you 20 seconds then.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
I want to read something about the secondary market I was talking about.
Right.
That it's the secondary market, also called the aftermarket, and follow on public offering is a financial market in which previously issued financial instruments such as stock, bonds, options, and futures are bought and sold. Now, if we are actually taking a step, we are actually going with private section of all these things, it will help us. So we should.
Okay.
Okay, you see, Ghana's banking sector, let me read this, records strong profits in August 2019.
Right.
The bank sector has recorded a growth in profit after tax of 2.24 billion Ghana cedis, a 38% growth over profits recorded by the banking sector. For the same period last year, 43.9% growth in August 2018. Ghana cannot turn back from an exercise that yields such stunning results in a year. How
How?
do we just turn back?
Right.
This is very good. The cleanup has really improved a lot of, and it's even reassuring that it's not even just the banking sector, but every other sectors are actually involved. Because you think about it, I keep saying money answereth all. And the the banking sector
it's like
is
they're
actually
focusing on the banking.
Yes, because it is the center of most of the things we do in this country.
Right.
It's the money that does a whole lot of things in this country.
And even
so
this-
if it's improved,
Yeah.
then why don't we keep doing what we did for it to improve, rather than wanting to just turn back or just pause there?
I think that the major problem here is the fact that, I will repeat again, that people still don't even understand. Even when they were cleaning up the banking sector, there were a lot of ignorant Ghanaians that were saying, "Oh, Abani Peso good."
Because their monies were in all these
They didn't
banks. What do you-
understand the
what do you
situation.
expect?
Well,
No,
your money
they
is
didn't
in the
understand
bank
the
and
situation.
they
They
are
didn't
not taking your
understand the
money.
government. Why
But
the
they're not
government
paying.
was closing
You go-
down.
look, you go to a
they did
savings
not
and
understand
loans.
why the government was closing down the banks. And I don't know, Maya Bonekro Mamo Juma. I'm sorry, I'm speaking tree, but that is
That
how
was
You
how
can actually,
everybody
and they
you
was.
don't
can literally
understand.
say
They
that
don't
is the
understand.
fault of the owners of these banks. They do not communicate
and
enough.
It is not. Okay,
It's not even
it's
the
not
communication.
just. It's not.
Sometimes
don't
you're even
communicate
speaking
enough
people's
too.
language, but they are
And
not
yes,
getting you.
exactly.
Hey,
So
my money is with you, and you're telling me something, or probably I need the money to do something
the
very
fact
urgently.
that
you
your money
need to,
is
you
with
need
me,
to take all
the
these
fact that-
Ghanaians, like, you need to take them
Well,
into
see,
consideration.
One
like
thing
that.
I like is the consolidated bank. They cleaned it up. They put a lot of banks
Banks
together,
together.
and it's doing very well. Now
Right.
it's government owned.
Yeah.
So if your money is there, you are secured for life. Would you rather want to invest in a bank where you know tomorrow it can collapse because it's private?
Absolutely.
you
All right,
know?
ladies. Thank you. Thank you. Unfortunately, we need to just wrap up. Okay, so let's go for a quick break, and when we come back, we are on to Daily Guide. Stay tuned.
Every weekday at 12 and 5 p.m., DNT Newsroom brings you the most topical, fact-based, and up-to-date news from Ghana and around the world.
Politics, business, sports, and news from the diaspora, all covered in this comprehensive news update.
If it matters, DNT Newsroom will have it covered.
DNT News. Be informed.
Okay, so welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. We are on to Daily Guide. On our front page cover, you have Ofosu and Pofu loses again. Okay. You know, gone were the days, or let me just say, sometime back.
Don't be bad, though. Don't be bad on this.
No, you would have situations or issues like this. We talk about it, we don't hear anything about it again, no follow-up. But it looks like
the rocks.
Wayomi's case has been consistent. Or for some people's case has been consistent. Like there's always a follow-up. There's
You want
something
me to
coming up.
explain to you that Nana Addo Dankwa is a
Hold it and then
corruption-free president?
exactly. So just give it to us when we come back.
At the
to-
D.
yes. Okay. So the national chairman of the opposition NDC National Democratic Congress (NDC), Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, has, for the second time, failed in his attempt to have the charges against his struck out charges against him struck out by an Accra High Court. Mr. Ofosu Ampofo, who has been charged with 1 count of conspiracy to cause harm and 2 counts of assault against a public officer, had filed an application challenging the constitutional. All right, so all right, I know constitutionality, and I'm like, yo, of the leak tape which the prosecution intends to rely on for the trial. Man, they wanted to just take me somewhere else. Yes, some
areas you shouldn't.
That's the same area you come from.
Yes.
Remind you.
Okay. Yeah. I thought they had forgotten about this situation.
I don't even know why he keeps coming back. He's just like Oyomi. When I really want to keep quiet about it, then he will just pop up. And the days I really want to be calm, I don't want to be rude because people go like, oh, if you had just been nice, and then just when I think I've matured.
Okay, they draw you back.
Then a friend will go like, then somebody pops up with a bad brow and you go like, hello, I need to talk. You see, I am shocked at the NDC chairman pursuing this line of defense. Really? A whole chairman. And this is the second time he's failing. He's going to fail and fail and fail again.
You know, why can't you just
He should just
guilty?
Keep quiet and just let them...
Alleged tapes. You plead guilty to alleged tapes.
Okay, we'll come to you.
He can go to all the courts.
Yes, he should.
Appeal, High, Supreme.
He should.
We don't care.
Human
that will
rights
prove
court
his
of
innocence,
whatever,
he
he's been
should.
there, I guess.
We are here. He's going to fail with every... Why? You think they don't know what they are doing? So really,
If they know what they are doing,
trust
they will
me.
be over with it
Thank
by
you.
now. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Under this situation, I don't think anything can be done about it, especially when it involves the national security. There's nothing he can do about it. So you think I sit in a room with you and I go like, I tell you, plans are making to commit some serious crimes. Yes, I'm going to kill somebody, and I'm, you know, I discussed it with you, and you record me secretly, and you take it to court. You think that the court will just toss out this tape because it's secret, because I didn't tell you.
And the funny thing is that you talk
No.
about kidnapping, you talk about this,
The
and it's happening.
worst
And they happen.
that can happen.
Have you both have you
Let me
listened to the
explain
tape?
to you.
Hold on.
The worst that can happen when you take this tape to court and they tell you it's secret, the worst that can happen, which I'm not very sure, but is okay, they will deal with me, the one with the criminal intentions, and probably they will also charge you with something. You get it? That it was secret, but still, it involves lives that were going to be hurt or lives that were going to be taken. The court will never ever toss this tape out or trash it away. That you know it's just a secret tape. Really, secret tape that's involved. Why isn't that the secret group that was trying to overthrow the president?
So
you mean the
his-
ACP thing?
The TAG.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
his-
that's
You get
ACP.
it?
I got joined.
Yeah.
So
Those
he
citadel
wanted to
people.
use the Constitution on Human Rights to say you don't have the right to use an audio to prosecute me.
Audio you recorded
Audio
secret.
to record to.
But
to-
isn't it in
to
the Constitution?
prosecute me? Yeah. So the application was actually opposed by the prosecution led by a director of public prosecution, Yvonne Atakora, who says under the Article 18 of the 1992 Constitution, she said that fundamental human rights are not limitless, and where they involve the commission of a crime, then that right is taken away. Because whatever it is you're saying, it involves a crime.
So your right has been taken
Alleged.
away.
Yes, your right has been
This
taken
is
away.
right there in the Constitution, and you know, don't try women.
So why are
When you go and mess up and a woman is trying to charge you, or a woman is leading something, don't even try to maneuver.
Yeah.
Because you won't succeed. Especially if you come to meet me. Hello.
So
So,
he should use another strategy and not basically on human rights, because at this time,
And the whole
with the
NDC
evidence they have,
party
yeah,
could actually sit down, have a meeting, and talk about this. NDC.
Right.
I don't want to use the word useless.
So-
it's too harsh.
It's too harsh.
Yeah.
Now-
What have you say?
Again, I remember vividly that the other time you were speaking about Ampofo's case, I was in the ugly seat. Yes.
And today too, you are in the
Yes. And
Show me
I
your
will
power.
say again that you can't say someone has done something without actually proving, without actually you proving that the person has done. This is an alleged tape. And I like the way Afia was saying, if you sit with somebody and you plan, I want to kill somebody. Look, it depends on how you say the thing. Helen, if I sit there and say, Helen, the way NPP is going on, why don't we plan a coup? Let's go and kidnap people and then we blame it on the NPP. And then I come, Charlie, Helen, the way things are going, why don't we go kidnapping people? You know, it depends on the tone and how the person said it.
But you know, naturally, there are people who they are not hyper.
No, but
They
if you
speak
mean
under
something,
tone, even when they're angry,
know,
they are still
trust me.
very.
Helen, I
so
know.
he can be
But if you
conniving
mean-
and be speaking very softly.
if you mean something, you can actually tell. No matter how the person is speaking on a lower tone or on a higher tone, you can tell. This is an alleged something. If you are sitting here that they
I'm
will
not
go
a
and come,
psychologist, so I
they will
wouldn't know
come-
whether you
they
said
will
it
come,
and you meant
they
it
will
or
go
not.
and come and go and come. Look, Mr. Ampofo, if you need to roam all the courts in the world, in Ghana, in the nation right now, to prove you are innocent, do it. Because they are saying alleged tape, alleged. Have you people heard what the man said? Have you, Helen?
Have you heard? You're on the
I
other side,
haven't.
you're the one
Have
defending
you?
him. So
You
why are
haven't.
you defending him?
Because this is a man who, if he had actually done it, look, we are humans. When we take you 1, 2, 3, you become you tend to be afraid.
No.
So you turn up.
Nope. Nope.
So
Nope.
we have people
It
like that.
doesn't- no.
It works. It works,
doesn't
my
work
darling.
with everybody.
Anyway, I'm on the floor. Thank you.
Okay. I'll say that. I'll talk about that.
I am saying it again that they can't prove anything. They can't actually say Mr. Ampofo, I beg your pardon, has said all these or have actually gone through all these things. No. Let's also, we are Ghanaians. We need to be abreast on issues like this.
Okay.
Let's listen to the tape
Okay.
and
Okay.
judge for ourselves.
I don't need to listen to any tape.
Okay.
Oh, so
I'm
how
sure-
then do you
I'm-
judge people?
Because I'm not going to do the judges their job for them.
Yes.
They know what they are doing.
Right.
I'm sure they've listened
And
to the
I'm not-
audio.
I-
whatever it is, whatever it is, that you are trying to compare tones and that maybe he said it in a very nice tone,
Yeah.
okay, and didn't mean it, and whatever you said.
But I don't blame
We are-
anybody
no.
because you know when the one party is in power, they tend to
Nope.
go
This is no witch hunting.
against
This
the
is your
opposition
voice
when they are also
riding.
in power.
Unless you are trying
they
to
do
say,
it. So
unless you are trying to say that voice is altered.
Okay.
Unless you are trying to say that voice is altered. Other than that, I don't see anything because it's your voice right there.
And it'll take heaven and earth. for
have
to
you
be able
heard
to
the
prove that
voice?
your
You
voice
sit,
is-
if
is
you sit
altered.
and say it's your voice right there, like you've
heard
listened
it.
to.
And what I'm saying is, Mr. Ofo cannot be going round courts.
You've heard it.
Just
You've heard
wasting
it.
our time.
Okay.
Okay, you said you've heard the thing.
I've heard
Okay,
it. Mr.
okay.
Ofo, he's just being given the right as a human to go around, but we know at the end of the day he's going to lose. And nobody is trying to witch hunt him.
So you said
Okay.
you've heard the tape.
He's not that important. We have important things dealing in this
Wow.
country.
All right,
Nobody will
so
witch hunt him.
let's girls, let's just wrap up and enter
I
girl
am
talk.
surprised.
Girl talk. Our favorite
You can't
segment.
accept
Ofo Sampofu has been loses again. That's it.
He's been losing.
And he's not guilty until
Anyways.
proven. So if he wants to bomb all the courts in Ghana, he
Right.
should.
Okay.
All the
Okay.
best.
All right. Thank you, ladies. So we'll go for a break, and when we come back, girl talk. Stay tuned.
Are you expecting money from your relations abroad? Have you ever been defrauded of your money remittance? Open an ADB account today. Send your name and your account number to Relations Abroad. Ask them to use MoneyGram direct to account service and receive your money in your account in minutes. With MoneyGram direct to account service, there's no PIN code wahala. You can now access your money on all ATMs in Ghana or send it to any mobile money wallet using ADB mobile banking app or shortcode *767#. Visit our branches nationwide to conveniently receive your Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, Unitylink, Transfast, and Express Money transfers. Reach us on our Facebook, website, or call our hotline on 0302 210 210 for more information. ADB, truly agri and more.
On the Wow Lifestyle Show, you get to hear and learn about everything lifestyle that impacts on your general health and well-being, be it medical, social, economic, nutrition, lifestyle, name it.
I believe in God. I don't believe in medicine.
Oh,
Having said that, if you still want to go on keto diet, my strict advice is it should be done under clinical supervision, and it should be something you do for only a brief period of time because the body was not meant to be on that for life.
One more. And come on slowly.
well, I can feel this one.
Indeed, the Wow Lifestyle Show is here to improve your life. Yes, your lifestyle, my lifestyle, our lifestyle. We definitely will be flying in good health. My name is Helena. I am the nutritionist and I'll be your pilot for this show.
Okay, so welcome back, and we are on to Girl Talk, and it says that should we stop spanking our children? No. Or should spanking be allowed?
Should parents keep
be
spanking
yes.
kids as of now?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yes, they should.
No.
If you're, why are you saying they shouldn't?
Okay, so our phone lines are activated. You can join in, text or call us and join in the conversation. So, yes.
No,
you
ask
said we should.
Efia why she's saying they shouldn't be spanked.
Why?
Why?
So, ever since you've been spanked since childhood, what has changed?
I'm
No,
asking
a lot
you,
of things have
should
been changed.
parents spank children or not?
Yes, they should. It's like I'm taking your job away from you, eh?
Should parents
Spank
spank children or not? That's a big question.
They should.
You
They
see,
should, yes.
They
Those
should.
days are gone.
Oh, my darling.
Those days are gone. Kids of today, you don't try to spank them and try to say, oh, you're putting them on the right path by spanking them. These kids, they need to sit, you need to sit them down, talk to them, seize their toy, tell some place they want to go. You stop them from going. You put them in the corner. You talk to them. Trust me, you keep beating that child and that child will end up being rebellious
Yes.
against you.
Yeah.
Just put them, they have favorite things.
Yeah.
They have things they wouldn't want to let go because they have things they are afraid of.
Yeah.
Yes, that is how I believe in communicating to a child. Because those days, it was more like, you have to put that child, to the extent that they were even putting ginger.
Ginger into, yes. Sorry to cut you, but Eresi is saying that spanking a child sometimes when they do the wrong thing isn't bad in itself. I believe it serves them as a reminder anytime they attempt to repeat the same act. Raising a child is like roasting plantain. You need to constantly turn it to the other side to prevent one side from burning and the other side from being uncooked. So as you're spanking them for doing the wrong thing, remember to reward them when they do the right thing.
You need to
So
spank them.
she has some point right here.
Okay, I don't believe in, if you spank them, that's what's going to remind them of not to do that thing. Kids don't remember anything.
Hey, no, but if you
They
should
don't
beat-
remember, trust
Ellen,
me.
if you should
you are,
spank
you
your
are
child
beating that child
and-
right now, and he or she is going back to that same thing.
Okay, so we have a phone call. Hello, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Tintin from Makati Hill.
Hi. Please go ahead.
Okay. Please, Next time, I would like you to switch Efia and Nana. You put Efia on the good seat and put Nana on the good seat and
He wants
Efia on
us to change.
the good seat because Nana can defend very well.
Nana what?
Nana what?
Like put Nana on the good seat and Efia on the ugly seat.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, I like it when they are positioned that way.
So you see, I'm the good person here. Thank you, my darling.
You like it better when Efia is ugly. It's in her blood.
Yes, yes.
No, but
Yes,
you
you're
can't do
good.
that.
It's in her blood. It's in Efia's blood. Simpson, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, so on the girl talk,
Yes.
I think spanking is good. Well, like the comment you read,
Yes.
you know, if you spank the
Child, you
a
turn a
little bit,
little, yeah.
you should also remember to reward them when they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
So
we
you
are
should
all
beat them.
spanked, but you know, it just puts us
Absolutely.
the right path.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
a little spanking
Won't spoil anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much. So
Yeah,
there's another
you
one
said
here
so.
saying that spanking the child is a no for me. I will always tell you what's good and bad, and even if you go wrong, and I will still advise you, or an advice will do. That's what someone else is saying. From
just-
Ziggy. Ziggy is saying
Just
that.
speak to the child.
Ziggy says,
They listen.
yes, spanking.
What's-
Ziggy
what's
seems
with
to agree
this?
with
No,
you,
beating.
not to beating the children.
You just
Some people
sit
go
somebody-
overboard, Nana. Some people go overboard. Like they can have. There was some time on the news. A little girl.
Is it
She I
with the
think lost
housemate?
1 CDs or something.
Oh, okay.
The mother beat this child.
Some people, they are,
And
their
it was
hands are
crazy.
even-
That's the woman, she has a big problem. She
Do you
needs
know?
to,
They
she
even
needs to
put
go
their
to the
fingers
hospital.
in
Beating,
fire and all
Exactly.
that.
That is extreme.
That is extreme, but spanking your child when he or she goes wayward a little isn't bad at all. Then, anytime it strikes him or her in the mind that let me do this, he or she remembers, hey, mom beats me, spanked me because of this. I dare not do it. But you know, your child does something, and then you sit your child down and talk to him or her. She feels that, look, even if I do it again, mom will just sit me down and talk to me.
It depends on which environment you're coming
you know
from.
what? They have things they love and they wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah.
They have a favorite toy, they have a favorite cloth, they have a favorite... They all have something. And trust me, if you are taking this from a child who loves this to death, even beating, that child will opt for beating than to take this from him or her.
Right.
So if you take something they love so much, or a place they love going, or even an auntie they adore so much, you are not seeing this auntie again, trust me, they are going to sit up.
But you know, I think for me, I think it should balance. It shouldn't be too much beating. It shouldn't be too much talking. Because for me, my dad, growing up, my dad once in a while would spank you if he tells you to do something, read a book, and you haven't even read a page. You're in trouble. And it got to a point, he doesn't even need to raise the cane. He uses his eyes to communicate. He just needs to look at you, and you're shivering, you know. And so it's to me, I think it balances. It depends on which home you're coming from.
Which home you're coming from.
You understand?
We have
My
some
dad-
of the kids that they are extremely stubborn. Like even if you beat them, they'll still do it.
Trust me,
If you
those
sit
are the
them
ones
down
who don't
and
need beating.
You talk to them, they'll still do it.
Those are the ones who don't even need
So
beating.
what
The
do you do? You
extremely
fry them?
stubborn ones are the ones who don't even need beating.
'Cause
They're actually
they
the
go
one
wayward.
you need to give attention and actually sit them down all the time. Just be on their toes.
he or she knows,
Because trust
"Mom
me,
will
those
sit me
stubborn,
down."
but those kids, you keep beating
Whatever
them.
I do.
And at a point, they'll go like, it's just beating you, are going to beat me anyway. They
So
get
let me
used
take
to it.
it.
Everything, they get used to it. You get it? But as
So like
they
you're talking,
grow,
they get used to it.
but that's why I said they have things as they grow, they develop love for things. Men, just like men, when they are boys, they love toys, toy cars.
Games.
They grow up and they love cars, bigger cars. So it's still the toy they love. So at every age, every stage, they have something they adore so much and wouldn't trade for anything.
Okay.
Hold it against them.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead of beating them. These canes and hand beating and all, those
I
days
think
my
if
mom will
you
actually beat you with a saucepan. Hello, mommy.
I
She
think
just
if you
hits
have a
you
temper,
with
you
a
should not raise the cane. You should also know yourself and know how you can handle. Because if you have a temper, you take your anger on the child. In the slightest thing, you want to beat the child, which is wrong. You understand? So sometimes some people go overboard.
I feel it's abuse. I feel it's abuse because some of these beatings, and not even some, I think all of them are, because you people don't allow kids in classrooms anymore, where the kids spend like 6 to 7 hours of their time, sometimes even 10, 8 hours of their time. Some go from 6 to 6. This crutch.
Okay, so we have another caller on the line. Hello, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from? Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
I'm Ivan from the coast.
Okay, Evans, let's hear you.
Yeah, I think it must be balanced.
It must be balanced, yeah.
Yeah.
It must be balanced, yeah.
In the sense that the moment you decide to give the child too much freedom, the child may end up even disgracing you as a parent in public.
Absolutely, yeah.
Take advantage
And which you, the parents, wouldn't want such to happen.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think in most cases, at least let the child know that this is right.
Yes.
When the child does that.
Okay, sorry. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. This is this DNT.
Yes, please, you're live.
Hey, I want to add my voice to what they are saying.
Please go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from, please. Your name.
I'm Rita.
Rita, hi. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. I just enjoy the show when you put a fear on the good seat.
Efia is on the good seat. You don't enjoy the show.
I'm actually on the good seat.
There because today I'm bored.
No, I think she means on the
ugly seat. So you see, she has the ugly blood, like
it's
in her.
I'm such a sweet person.
I am the sweetest person here.
Rita, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're definitely doing that. Thank you. Okay. Hello, good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
So, you know, they
Hello?
listen to themselves before they speak.
Oh, we lost that caller. So, yes, I mean, like he's saying, it should balance. It should be a balanced situation.
You know, when you speak to him or her too much, he tends to abuse it. I know when I do it, Mom will just talk to me.
Absolutely.
And then when you beat him or her too much too, after all, Mom is going to beat me. So let me do it.
Let me still do it. Yeah, absolutely. I get you. Okay, so there's another caller on the line. Hello, good evening. Your name and where you calling from? Hello.
I think she has
Hello.
to speak
Yes, please.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, please. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Edna, calling from Florida.
Okay, Edna, please go ahead. We are listening. Oh, we lost Edna. So there's a comment here. It says his name is Kumawood. Some will say that societal decay can be linked to children not being spanked. Kids who are spanked like in the olden days turned out better. And I do agree.
They are the
in
ones
this
who
era
come
of
out to be
lactogene
the good
babies,
ones.
you need to be careful.
Trust me.
And
You know,
social media.
social media kids,
those
lactogene
kids out there have
babies,
not
you need
been,
to be careful.
They've not been being beaten all this while, but some of them come out very well.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
some of them come out very well.
If you take your 1 minute, let's go. Yeah.
I still stand by my point that kids shouldn't be spanked. It doesn't make any sense to me. Sit them down, talk to them, hold on to something they love, allow them to stay in the room, put them in a corner, put them in a place they don't like, make them feel uncomfortable.
Ground
if they are
them.
yes, ground them. They don't go out. They don't. These things will keep them, because if a child wants to step out there and you're telling, because you did this, I'm not allowing you to go, that child will sit up. Then I am beating you but you still go where you were. At the end of the day, they'll get used to it. And like I got used to my parents beating and
so you see, it's more or less like a personal something.
No,
Okay, so take
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can never get used to my mother's beating. Hey, how do you get used to it?
Take your minute. Take your
No,
minute.
my
Let's go.
girls, they should be, because even the Bible says that if you spare a rod,
you spoil a child.
There she goes, overzealous Christian.
Okay, so it's been an interesting one. So don't worry, Efia is gonna be on the ugly seat
very
on
soon,
Friday.
because I am the sweetest girl in the studios right now.
In fact, I give up. I get why?
Okay, so thank you, ladies. Thank you. My name is Hannah Santi. I was joined by Efia Jama,
the lady who needs to be in the ugly seat.
The lady who needs to be in the nasty seat. And Nana Kuledu Ajima.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying tuned and have a good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.